where price on Friday was pretty bullish. We ended the week bullish on the S&P 500 or ES. Now we have a gap over here. So I'm just going to start marking this out. So we have a gap over here. Let's label this in blue. This is a gap, right? We can treat a gap as a fair value gap. The market could react off this gap. We have reacted off this fair value gap, and we also have some fair value gaps down here as well. So this is price also leaving a fair value gap. And so from here, right, there's a couple of things that we can expect from here at least, right? So if price stays below this fair value gap over here, so this is the fair value gap you want to be looking for. This is the supply area. If price can stay below this area, right, you want to be looking for shorts, right? We are bearish. So if we can stay below here, we are bearish. And we can be bearish potentially all the way down to this region, right? We can be bearish all the way down to here. So on the S&P 500, around 55.74. So what's going on here is we want to use premium and discount and fair value gaps together to form a higher time frame bias. And so we have respected this fair value gap. However, if we can stay below this fair value gap, then we can definitely fill this fair value gap, potentially down to this fair value gap. So this is my next kind of target on the S&P 500. So provided we stay below kind of this area, so 59, what's that going to be? 59,800, 59.80, 59.70. So if we can stay below this kind of area, we can expect lower prices because we also have some liquidity over here. So the market's target fair value gaps, the market's target liquidity. So if you can understand these two things as a trader, you can increase your strike rate by simply knowing what the higher time frames want to do. One of the most important things is understanding what the higher time frames want to do. So this is really important to understand, right? So we've looked at the bullish fair value gaps. Now let's look at the bearish fair value gaps, right? So we have a bearish fair value gap resting just over here on the S&P 500 created last week, right? So this